What's happening, guys? It is Brian Alsruhe with neversay.com, and I find a lot of things interesting, like pizza, puppies, burritos, books, lifting heavy things. And there are absolutely some things that I do not find interesting, like warming up, stretching, mobility. I just don't find those things that interesting. However, this is not all about me. I do this channel for you guys, trying to share with you my journey so that hopefully you guys don't make the same mistakes that I made over my 23 years of lifting, so that you guys can get to where you want to be a lot faster and hopefully surpass me in no time at all. And with that in mind, I'm completely dumbfounded every week because I get a ton of emails or messages or comments on my YouTube channel about how to warm up. Now, this is a very individual thing because I would tell a 15-year-old to warm up a little bit differently than a 55-year-old. Definitely gonna be some mileage there. And I would tell an athlete to warm up differently than someone getting ready to compete in water aerobics. And even that's gonna change if you have prior injuries. So since there are so many variables to consider when warming up, I'm gonna share with you guys how I personally do it. Now, I do it differently than most because I like to get a lot of things done in a short amount of time. You guys know I love conditioning. You guys know that I love to keep moving, and you guys know that I love to get in the gym and back out of the gym as far as my own training is concerned as fast as possible. So I try to combine building my athleticism, my total body coordination, some conditioning all into my warm up, along with getting synovial fluid into the joints, priming my system for the work that's about to do, as well as raising my body temperature. Yeah. Now, a lot of you regularly ask how to build explosiveness and athleticism and work it into your workout, because a lot of you train for other things. Maybe it's strongman, maybe it's MMA, maybe it's jiu-jitsu, maybe it's football, maybe it's rugby. If you need to be athletic and explosive, this warm-up is going to help you get to where you want to be, hopefully. Now, before I get into this, I know a lot of you like to lay on the foam roller and do a bunch of mobility drills, and that is completely fine with me. If that is what works for you, I would encourage you to continue to do that. However, for me, part of my warm-up is not only getting my body temperature up and getting my joints prepared for the work that they're about to do, it also is about setting my mindset. For this reason, I tend to fall back on a lot of the same drills that I used back in my time in mixed martial arts that I still use today in jiu-jitsu, because they get my mind going and I'm trying to do something explosively as fast as possible, moving, sweating, jumping, sprinting. Being on a foam roller doesn't really motivate me. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Wow! I'm totally getting ready. Nor does jogging on a treadmill. I'm so excited to squat 700 pounds. So here we go. My typical warm-up consists of 2 rounds of animal walks. So I will do 100 foot of bear crawls. Now, my first 100 foot is typically a little bit slower because I'm getting creaks out. My shoulders are unhappy with me, my knees are unhappy with me. Remember, people, I'm 36 years old. After I cover 100 feet with the bear walk, then I switch over to the gator walk. Now, some of you may call these Spider-Man walks, Spider-Man crawls. They have a ton of different names. I'm just calling them the gator walk. It's where you get in a push-up position, and then you move one of your hands forward and the opposite knee comes up to your opposite elbow. From there, you do a push-up. Then you move the opposites up to take a step and then do another push-up. You can continue to do this. It takes a lot of coordination. It's like rubbing your stomach and patting your head at the same time, but once you get it, you'll be a better athlete for it. You'll be more coordinated. It's gonna warm up absolutely everything in your body, and it works out really, really well. From there, I will go into 100 feet of burpee broad jumps. That is nothing more than doing a burpee, and instead of jumping up, you're jumping as far as you can forward, like a broad jump, hence the term burpee broad jumps. But you wanna make this as explosive and plyometric as possible, so you wanna carry the momentum from your jump to fall directly into your next burpee before you take off for your second, and that forward momentum is gonna help you get extra distance on your jump, as well as just getting everything moving quickly, which is the entire point of what your workout should be doing. Now, from there, I'll do one of 2 options. The first being a 100 foot crab walk. You guys have done crab walk. You guys were kids. You guys know how this works. If I'm working my upper body that day, because that kind of hits my shoulders in a different sort of manner, or if I'm working lower body that day, I will do 40 double unders or 2 minutes of regular jumping. I'm giving you guys a 2-minute option. I can do double unders. I think they're pretty easy for me at this stage. So I do 40 of them, and then I rest maybe 30 seconds and go right back in to my 100 foot of bear walks. So like I said, my first full round of this, I'm gonna be moving a little bit slower, trying to get the creaks out of my body, trying to get my brain woken up to link up with my body so that they both start working together, which is gonna become really important when you're trying to do something like lift 800 pounds. Still waiting for that day. But it also gets my lungs heaving, so it blows out that first lung. I get a ton of synovial fluid into every joint of my body, my hips, my elbows, my shoulders, everything that is a problem area for me. And then on top of that, it sets my mindset, because running around like an animal or jumping as far as I can or attacking my warm-up gets my brain a lot more fired up than just going for a jog on a treadmill. Now, before you shoot this down and you say, I am a grown man, aren't I gonna look stupid doing animal walks? Yes! But typically doing the things that you're comfortable with don't make you any better. So those 2 rounds will typically take me somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes to complete the entire thing, and then I grab an empty barbell. And this is where the actual training begins, because you start to get a feeling for how the day is going to go for you. But what I do is 2 rounds with an empty barbell. It is not about the weight here, it's just about moving those joints and seeing how you're feeling that day. So I do 2 rounds of complexes. Now a complex, if you're not familiar with, all that means is that you pick up the bar, you complete all rounds of all reps of all exercises before you put the bar back down. If you do this with weight and short rest periods for a lot of rounds, this is probably one of the most horrible conditioning sessions that you will ever have in your entire life. But you're not doing that today. Like I said, it's not about weight. So you just grab that empty barbell, complete 8 deadlifts directly into 8 barbell rows, directly into 8 power cleans, then 8 front squats, to 8 strict presses. On your last strict press, drop the bar behind your back, do 8 back squats or regular squats. Once you've done your squats, go directly into 8 good mornings. After your good mornings are complete, then you're gonna do 8 push presses or push jerks or whatever you're gonna do, trying to get your whole body moving that bar at once. Then you can put the bar back down. Now, it really doesn't matter what 8 exercises you choose, just make sure that they are compound exercises that are gonna closely mimic the work that you're gonna be doing for the day. I like to hit my upper body and lower body because I do feel that both get hit in everything from the squat to the deadlift to the bench. I'm using my entire body for every single lift that I do, so I just try to cover all bases there. You can add lunges, you could do pretty much anything you want. So I hit 2 rounds of that, which might take me 2 more minutes to get the entire thing complete, but what complexes do are show you trigger points in your body that might need a little bit of mobility work. Use all these exercises to assess how your body's actually feeling and if you have any problems that need to be worked out before you go into your weighted exercises. If you guys need some ideas on mobility drills that I actually like to use, I'm going to link a low bar squat mobility video that I made probably a couple months ago, and you guys can also look up how to increase your front squat. I go over some mobility stuff there. But that should give you a good idea of the type of mobility stuff that I do. I do not spend a ton of time on it. I do not do any static stretching. I run like a bear, I try to jump like a frog, and then I use a barbell to find out if there's any trigger points. That's pretty much my warm-up. So hopefully I covered some things today that you guys can add to your own warm-up. If you did not like these ideas and you don't want to use them, just discard them. It does not matter to me. You need to figure out what's going to work best for you and your wonky shoulder, trick, knee problems. One size does not fit all, but this is what fits me. And in an excellent segue, this shirt fits me. And if you guys want to get a hold of one of these, you guys know we released these probably about a month and a half ago. We have 50 left. 50 is it. After that, we are not making more. We are not getting a new run of these. These will be discontinued after 50 more shirts are sold. So if you guys do want to pick one up, make sure you go to theloyalbrand.com and pick one up. But really, I do thank all of you guys for all the support, and I love seeing you guys put up videos of you working out with the Never Say shirt on. That always makes my day, and I'm always humbled and blown away by how awesome that is. So I really, really do appreciate it, and I will catch up with you guys later in the week. But until then, go out, do something amazing with your lives, keep working hard, be nice to each other, people, and I will see you then.